A few years before that, his son flew 50, myself, Gio, and Olivia, a group of, if I'm not mistaken, it was Venice, Italy. I think when we got there, we had to get on a taxi on a boat and all that. I think that's where he flew us. And I think he gave, at that time, 50 like $250,000 to come. 50 performed like 3 songs at his birthday party, $250,000, flew him out there on his private jet. But a couple years later, the government made all those celebrities that had been entertained or that he had entertained in that fashion get that bread back.
How'd they do that?
On the side, they had told some years ago, they told Farrakhan he couldn't accept some money from that dude before.
Really?
So like you say, dictator, however the U.S. government had classified him, I guess it was the dean, they could tell you that money ain't no good.
One night, 3 songs and $250,000. And then the money all disappeared. 50 Cent was getting paid at a level that most artists never touch. We talking about private jets, elite parties, high-level business deals happening behind closed doors. This was not just music. This was real money, real power, and real industry influence. Then everything changed. Spider Loc was actually there. He saw the money move. He saw how these overseas deals worked. He saw how artists were getting paid huge checks overseas just to show up and perform a few songs. But what shocked him was not the money. It was what happened afterwards. We talking about international business deals, government pressure, financial decisions that most people never hear about. This goes way deeper than rap. This is about how money moves at the highest level of the entertainment industry. Now I'm about to let y'all hear this for yourselves. But before I do, I just need y'all to like, leave y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
The president of a country, or?
Yeah, the nigga that America killed and said he was a terrorist and all that, but they say he was trying to unify the African dollar.
Okay,
Muammar Gaddafi.
Yes.
There was a time when the U.S. government made all celebrities who ever got money from them return the money, and 50 was amongst the people who had to return the money. And I was accompanied 50 on the trip that he got the money on. The Gaddafi's son had 50 come and other celebrities. He would fly them out to his private parties with less than 100 people, pay them $250 and upwards to perform at his private events. And I happened to be there at one of those events, and we flew over on this private jet. So that's one of the most memorable things when you relate to who the Gaddafi is. It wasn't Gaddafi, it was his son. But anyway, and
okay, so Gaddafi was the dictator from Libya.
Yes, from Libya.
42 years.
I don't want to call him a dictator because I know that's what America calls him, but in the wake of his death, I've been educated on him to a degree. He could have been a dictator, but it seems like people of my pigmentation are giving him a more pure report than dictator. So I don't want to put that on him just because that's what he's been called. I don't know he's a dictator. I've realized he was doing good things for his people at the time of his death. But go ahead. But yeah, that's him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's
fair
him.
enough. Yeah, he was killed during the Obama administration. I want to say around 2012.
Yep, right up in there.
Somewhere around there. 2011.
A few years before that, his son flew 50, myself, Gio, and Olivia, a group of, if I'm not mistaken, it was Venice, Italy. I think when we got there, we had to get on a taxi on a boat and all that. I think that's where he flew us. And I think he gave, at that time, 50 like $250,000 to come. 50 performed like 3 songs at his birthday party, $250,000, flew him out there on his private jet. But a couple years later, the government made all those celebrities that had been entertained or that he had entertained in that fashion get that bread back.
How'd they do that?
On the side, they had told some years ago, they told Farrakhan he couldn't accept some money from that dude before.
Really?
So like you say, dictator, however the U.S. government had classified him, I guess it was the dean, they could tell you that money ain't no good. And yeah.
So you think, 50 had to give $250,000 back to him?
Oh, my mama, that's what I believe. If I'm incorrect, it's by somehow they changed it, he filed against it, but that is what was reported and that's the way it happened, yeah.
Damn. What was the party like?
It was fly, bro. It was very intimate. The Gaddafi, the dude, is as if I'm sure I was shocked because he treated me as if I was on his guest list, and he was happy that I was there. Anytime I bumped into him in the room, it was almost like he didn't separate me from 50 in the group. So he was very respectful to us. He was very humble, but it was a very small, intimate party, bro. It wasn't it was just him and his friends going big right in front of the stage while 50 party, and while he performed, and that was like, thanks, buddy. It's nothing big. Yeah, it was
3 songs only.
about 3 songs, bro.
That's like $82,000 a song.
Wow, you're on a 40-something day tour, and you collecting a check every day. When we was out there, I remember 50. The hotel bill a night was 19,000, roughly, depending from hotel to hotel each night. That was the tab, 19 bands. And 50s to come home and come out in the morning mad because all the rooms that ran up incidentals.
It's wild to see the scale of what goes on behind the scenes in the music business. You hear numbers like $250,000 for 3 songs, and you think you understand it. But being in that same room changes everything. Being around 50 Cent and Spider Loc, you see how much strategy, relationships, and timing matters. This isn't about performing. This is about positioning yourself in a business that moves faster than most people can track. What stood out to me the most is how carefully money moves at this level. Private parties and exclusive overseas deals like this can easily involve $250,000 payouts on a single night. And the way it's all structured is basically a blueprint for turning talent into major revenue streams. Watching it from the inside gives you a perspective that most fans never get. I also think it's a reminder that even huge checks like that don't guarantee permanence. Deals can be influenced by all kinds of rules, governments, and timing in ways that nobody expects. But being part of that world teaches lessons about adaptability, patience, and understanding value. And honestly, seeing Spider Loc share his perspective gives a sense of respect for the hustle behind the headlines. Now let me ask y'all this. After hearing this story, which part of Spider Loc's experience surprised you the most? And if you were in 50 Cent's shoes, what would you do? Especially after the government told you to give all that money back. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.